there.
Point Street Station.
So, and Dad, this was your first fire station?
Yep, where that lot is. Yep.
Isn't that amazing? You were right in the backyard of where your...
I used to play ball with all the black kids all over here.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
West Clifford. I put out the garden hose in the summer, so I sprinkler. I brought.
Yeah.
Now, you said Beacon and Frank. Who? No. Something over there, right?
Well,
Emmett Street.
Yeah. And you know, I think Quigley lived on there, who was on the house. Imagine this building is still up.
And what, this is Emmett? Emmett and Frank. Beacon and Frank, right here. Yeah. I wonder what the name of that school was. I don't know now. Is it Face Frank? Boy, that's an old school building.
Public school, but I'm not sure of that. Yeah. That would have been on the other side of Broad Street when we went up.
You know, it's amazing because we said that, let's see, John Myers didn't write, right? He signed his name with a mark.
Well, yeah, I just presume that he was not able to.
But his son obviously did and went to school and then had his business.
You wonder how they could have purchased anything without the ability to.
I know it.
Well, they did have there was an attorney, Charles Gorman. And his name shows up. He was one of the best around, but he was did a lot of work for the Irish.
Yeah.
And you know that he got elected.
I could go Prairie Avenue.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to go to Potter's.
Yeah, Potter's. Yeah.
Now Potter's Avenue would be
where that's where my grandfather had the bakery, and he built the house next to the bakery.
Oh, okay. So you're Tim Myers.
Tim Myers. You got it. You got a leg up on a lot of people.
I don't know. They'll have it all here.
Yeah, I know it.
So we'll share it all.
We going back to our Mom's house?
No, not yet, bud.
All of these here, all 3 tenement houses, they were all on fire.
Yeah.
Not all at once, but through the course of.
And he was Dad's boss down in the
public sewer
department. Yeah, that's all right. That's good.
Prairie Diner.
Yeah.
Right there.
And there's the St. Michael's. It was an all-Irish parish right over there. Did you see?
Oh yeah, yep.
That was St. Michael's. These houses in here are very old houses. Most of these. Matty Smith lived down one of these streets. Taylor. And all like that. This place in here was like maybe 70% of Irish extraction.
Wow.
In World War I. All around here. And that was the beginning of like St. Michael's. From before the turn of the century, the 1850s on. There were a lot here in the 1860s and 70s, but as late as 1919, there was still a lot of Irish here, still in the 20s. There were a good number. There were in the 40s. There was a fairly good number of them here, but not like it was before.
Yeah.
And then when the 50s and 60s, most of them went. There's still a few still here, but there aren't that many. No. They could never corral a majority vote. Oh, not now.
Yeah.
No. It's Hispanics over there. That's where Flynn lived, something on Burnett, right over there. You know, Larry Flynn downtown. He lived on Burnett. Right ahead, there's a cross on a building.
Yeah, I see that. I can zoom in on that.
That's the assumption. Your father went there, or Stephen.
Yeah.
And Uncle Eddie, I guess, went there. I don't know why.
That's you went to high school?
No, Grandma's.
Oh, okay.
Middle school. He was at right.
I'm gonna go right, and I'll go right by it.
Yeah.
This is Elmwood Avenue. It's a main street going up to New York. If you're going to New York, Route 1.
This would be
Elmwood Avenue, then Reservoir.
There was a building over there, and that's where the Knights of Columbus used to meet in. over in there where Bellevue Station used to be. And my grandfather used to go up there to meet Potter's. This is Potter's Avenue.
This is Potter's here?
Yeah. You know, I think it was this house with Dr. Mulhern. And they were good friends of the Myers' Dr. Mulhern.
Yeah.
I think it's the three family that was there. And my father took me in there when I was, I don't know, 6 or 7. And he looked at my teeth. I think that was Mulhern's house, but it didn't look like that then. Oh, I'm not sure. There's Vineyard Street School. I think that was Mulhern.
And this is the Assumption School. And that was the convent.
That's Madison. Dave Barry lived down there.
So, Dad, what grades did you go through here?
Now 5th. You know what I never knew? I don't know where
4th and 5th.
Sherry's used to own this property in here. And boy, they had money.
Leo's Bellevue Station.
This was Leo's, yeah.
I'm gonna pull over, let this car pass.
So now,
What'd you say?
I'll just pull over, let this car pass.
Yeah.
Uncle John, how long do you think the Myerses lived on West Clifford?
Oh,
Roughly.
they were there from 1847,
47,
46,
46.
wait a minute, to 18, this is it, 745. This is the house.
This is the house?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
sure.
you can get right
get right
up.
up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Stephen, that is the house.
Yeah. Now, what year did they move in here?
Well, see, when my grandfather got married in 1889, his mother had bought a Victorian house that was over there in that corner of Halton, right where. See where this house is?
Yep.
It was there. That house was torn down, but I remember that house.
Yeah.
That was there. And he first, let's walk up here. If you close the door, let's walk up here a minute. This was Calhoun Avenue right here.
Yeah.
Now here's where the bakery was, right here.
The bakery was right here?
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right here from that driveway. Right
Wow.
here. And the bakery was in here. And then there were a couple of stores over here. This lot is where the bakery was, right here.
Wow.
And you could see there was a tracks for a trolley that went down there.
Oh, wow.
And my father said that when he saw the trolley coming, he said that his mother could sew a button on there before the trolley got here.
Wow.
I don't know. Isn't that funny he mentioned that?
But I'm trying to figure out.
That's the house right there.
John Myers didn't live here. Just Tim Myers brought his children here.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. John Myers lived. He went over here in. Now I can refine that date for you a little bit. But he came up here. I think that he bought these lots. My grandfather bought the lots up here.
Yeah.
About 18. I'll say 76 or 78.
Okay.
1870. This house was not here.
Yeah.
76, 78.
No, is this the actual house? But
Yeah, the
it's
actual house, just like
And so
that.
did they have all floors, or did they rent it
No,
out?
they had the first floor.
First floor, and they
But
rented out the second? Or?
Second to the Willises used to live up there. That was one family that lived
Wow.
in there. And there were other people. But my father said they had, they used to use the third floor for bedrooms. But I don't think there was any heat up there.
Oh, wow.
They had like
Amazing.
they had a kitchen stove. This is 745.
So we think roughly around the 1890s
What that they
that they moved into here?
I had that date on something in my paperwork when he took the permit out to build this house. I think the contractor was somebody named O'Reilly that built the house. But the bakery went up first.
Yeah, the bakery first.
When they were living on Pearl Street.
Right.
110 Pearl Street. My grandfather must have walked up here or something.
Yeah.
And then, wait a moment, I have that too. When he bought the lots, and he bought that, this was a lot and another one, and he must have been intending, maybe he was going to either expand or build a house or something.
Wow.
He was either going to do one or the other. When he bought this, he didn't know my grandmother.
Yeah.
So I don't know what his intentions were, except he wanted a bakery.
Yeah.
He wanted a building.
Right.
And now whether he added on for the other two.
When you say he didn't know your grandmother, you mean O'Connor, obviously.
O'Connor, yeah, Julia O'Connor.
He didn't know, because he hadn't met her yet.
No, not in 70, no. He didn't, he got married, he didn't know her.
So he actually bought this lot before he was married then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He was single. Yep.
So he had to do it in the 1890s. Because he was married in...
1889.
Yeah.
But he had this
He had this set up.
But you know, in 1889, this house was not up.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I got you.
But he lived, my grandfather would only walk across the street. He lived at I forgot the number of that house at the corner.
Yeah.
I never got a picture of it. But my grandmother bought that. When did it say that John Myers died? Did it say, did he, 1883, he died?
Yeah.
Well, I think they were probably in that house in 1880 or 80 or 81. They bought this house over here, and I didn't know the name of who he bought it off.
Yeah.
But in 1880, I think I'm confusing.
Yeah. So his parents ended up buying over here.
Yeah, they bought here.
And so he could walk closer.
Well,
to the side.
they wanted to come up here because they figured he was going to be settled up here.
Right, sure. I got you.
And they didn't sell Pearl Street, though.
Yeah.
A wood church next to that church. That was the original.
The original Assumption was a wood church.
A wood church.
Wow.
Next to the right, there's a lot there now. I can point the lot out.
All right, let's drive by it and we'll point it out.
But when that church was built about 1910.
Oh yeah.
But when my